Every trader wants that strategy that would not be too complicated, or at the end of the day will still make them consistent profits. And in today's video, I'm bringing to you my CV strategy that I used to make from around $500 every week. This is a very simple strategy, and I'll make sure it does not get complicated because I don't like to complicate things. When things are simple, you can easily execute them consistently. So let me take you guys to the chart and then let's get this done. All right, so first things first, you want to have your time zones set to UTC -5 New York time. All right, you want to have your time zone set to UTC -5. This doesn't matter wherever you are. This doesn't matter anywhere you are in the world trading from. Have your time zone set to UTC -5 New York time specifically. All right, and then things you should pay attention to is New York midnight. So let's assume this is actually New York midnight, or let's see if we can use New York midnight. Let's see. Okay, I think that should be it right there. So I have this template that says midnight open. All right, and then I have another one at 8:30, right? 8:30. So I usually like to differentiate the 8:30, make the 8:30 blue, make the midnight open ash or gray, whatever that color is. So basically, these are the two time frames you should be looking at. And then trading this system or this strategy, you should be trading it in the New York session. All right, so your trading time is within the blue line. Let me just draw some random price action pattern and show you guys what I'm looking at or what I'll be speculating. You come into the market at the 8:30 open. You could come like 5-10 minutes before so you could have a good analysis of what's going on and stuff. But personally, sometimes I come after 8:30 because I've studied this thing. But you can come in at 8:30 or 15 minutes before 8:30. Don't come after so that you don't get carried away by the swift events that may happen or the swift candles that may take place. So basically, what we're looking at is this could be the sell or buy scenario. So you can invert this so we don't have just so we don't make this video too long, right? So we would mark out this level right here. So let me mark that out. Just a quick tip: if you want to have your lines very straight, hold down shift while drawing your lines. All right, hold down shift while drawing your lines. Okay, so we would actually mark out the high and the low closest to the 8:30 open. These are actually two very major liquidity points in the market that usually get grabbed almost every day. If they don't get grabbed, cool, stay out. But if they get grabbed, fine, you have a trade, right? Both sides should get grabbed. I'm coming to that. So you should actually mark out the high and the low closest to 8:30 Eastern time open or 8:30 New York time, right? Eastern time, New York time. You know what I'm talking about. Now, when you have these levels marked out, these are two levels you should watch for. But then sometimes, if you are a smart money trader or an SMC based trader, you could be looking at an order block or any point of interest. An order block, that could be an order block. It could also be a fair value gap. It could be like, could have like a fair value gap like this. So we could have it like this, and we could have that be a fair value gap. Okay, that could be a fair value gap. That could be an order block. It could be any POI. So most times it usually is above. So when you have a point of interest like this above this liquidity pool, it makes it like a high probability setup for us because you know that price actually comes into these zones to drop, right? So we could have price come into this fair value gap or this order block or the liquidity and come back down, right? So what do we then look out for if we come in? Once we come in and we see that, okay, this pattern lines up, this is the pattern, this is the pattern, this and nothing else, okay? This and nothing else. For now, because you're starting to learn this, just stick to this. I think I dropped a video that gave some examples on this same pattern earlier on, and I'll just drop a link to it somewhere around the video, somewhere on the screen. You'll find it, right? Find it somewhere on the screen. So we would actually look out for two things. So we either look out for price come down here and take out this guy here, and then we look for trades that take us back to the point of interest, fair value gap, order block, or whatever, right? That's one. Or we have, let me use a pencil tool, I don't know if that would be better for me. Or we have price come into Control V. If you're someone who backtests a lot, you'll be very conversant with shortcut of trading view. So we could have price come into the fair value gap and tank, come in here and tank. So either way, we have a trade. So we could have a buy trade or a sell trade. So the only thing that makes us not have a trade is if price goes up and keeps going up, or it comes down and keeps coming down. So this thing happens more often every day. It could be the sell pattern, it could be the buy pattern. If you can understand this for the sells, you can also understand for the buys. Usually what's the buy going to be? Still the same thing. Why? The market is coming from one direction. So the market could be trending downward or market could be trending upward. Still going to give you almost the same thing. Look for the high and low closest 8:30 Eastern time open and figure it out. Now a lot of you be asking, why do we have this marked out if we've not spoken about it? Because it's just the major time, and the low and the high from here to our what's it called now, period separator is Asian low. But I don't want to talk about that so you don't get confused. But just focus on what it is I'm showing you right now, and you basically understand what I'm saying. Okay, this is just it. So now the question is, what do we then look for when we have price in these levels? What do we look for when we have price inside here, or when price takes out this liquidity? What do we look for as a confirmation to take our buys or to take our sells? Now that's what we're going to be talking about when we go to the main chart. So let me take you to a few examples. Think about 2 examples. If you want more examples, you can check the video I linked in the description on the screen. Any of them would come up, okay? Or you look for the video where I said, what video was that again? Either ICT simple strategy. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's go to NASDAQ. This is US 30. You guys should know by now that I trade just 2 pairs. No, 3 markets. It's not even a pair, it's a market, because pairs are like GBP USD, AUD USD, and all of that. This is just an indices. Right, so let's look for one. Okay, let's analyze this trade right here. Let's analyze how I took this trade, and then let me take all of this off. So we analyze this trade together, and you just see a clear example. Okay, so you can see this already, that this is our midnight open. It's marked here already, and this should be on the 50 minutes time frame, 8:30 on the 50 minutes time frame, please, on the 50 minutes time frame. You could mark out your order blocks or your fair value gap from the 1 hour time frame. Okay, you could just basically use 1 hour time frame to find direction. But on 50 minutes time frame is where you actually mark out this 8:30 open and midnight open, and the highs and the lows too from 50 minutes time frame. If the 50 minutes time frame is not clear enough, you could step down to like the 5 minutes time frame, so you could have a picture of what you're looking at. So if we look at this, the closest high to 8:30 is this one right here. Is this one right here. All right, that's the closest high. But if we go to the hourly, I think today is what, 4th of July. What? 4th of January. What the fuck? If we go to the hourly time frame, guys, this is a strategy video. It's not going to be short. It's not going to be as short as my other videos, okay? On the hourly time frame, we find out that the liquidity pool we're looking to get grabbed is sitting on the same place with an hourly order block. Look at this. So either way, it's just a valid point for us for price to go the opposite direction for. Okay, so go back to 15 minutes. Back to the 15. If you guys actually like strategy videos like this, hit yes in the comment section, and I'll keep bringing more of them like this your way. Okay, I am more of a psychologically based person, because I think that profitability is more in the mindset than what you can do in charts. Everybody knows a strategy that works. Okay, so since we have our order block still looking in the same place, we could just take that out, okay, and head over to the 5 minutes to get a clearer view of structures. Get to the 5 minutes. On the 5 minutes, we have a little bit of a clearer view here, and okay, now look at this. This is 8:30. 8:30. The long black candle is 8:30. So this low here is the low prior to 8:30. So we mark that out. That's why I said sometimes you could go down, but if 15 minutes structure is clear, do not go down. Don't try to fine tune the markets to suit you. Okay, 15 minutes is clear. Go by the 15 minutes time frame. And above here we have a high. So this could actually be like, this high could actually serve like our first TP, or a place where we could look out to or exit some positions. And because you'd remember that this area here is the 1 hour order block. So if you may want to, since price hasn't gotten into that place, you may want to take note of this whole area if you don't want to grab this. But I am very certain, if I'm trading, that these highs will be taken out, because this is like the London highs, and this here is like London lows. These are like Asian lows, Asian highs, and that kind of thing. So I'm very certain that this will be taken out. But still, just so you don't have yourself in that position where you're feeling like you just know too much about the market, just follow these simple steps. So now we have what's taken out first. We had this taken out exactly at 8:30. So basically looking for our entry criteria now. So what's my entry criteria, you may ask? I'm very open with this video. I don't like to hide anything, because forex knowledge should be for everybody. Okay, so now this is my entry criteria if I want to buy. So I want to see this, and I have my trade. So what did I actually see? I just wanted to see a structural level taking, a break of structure, a change of character, whatever it is they call it, a market shift. So when I see a high like this taking, I'm very confident that okay, we could have price come back into, I want to just see price come back into these levels, and I'll take my long position. Okay, that's just what I look out to see. That's what I look out to see. Let's delete that. So let's see that same structure here. So right here we see that these highs were taking, and we had an order block, fair value gap kind of thing in here. So that is enough for me to have my buy trade. My stop loss somewhere below structure here, and I'll be looking to take my first levels of profits around here. Here, I'll take my first levels of profit here, but I personally extend it. So if I take my first levels of profit, when I take profits here, I close my risk entirely and allow my trade run. So you just see that you just had a 1:4. You can replicate this over and over again. But mind you, these setups don't come up every day. They come up in the best market conditions. Like when the market is all trending, you see them, right? When the market is all looking nice, you see them come up very, very regularly. Okay, so let's look for another example, and I'll show you guys. Let's analyze this day and see what we have here. So let's find our open price, midnight. That's our midnight open. So you can have midnight marked out. You can have midnight marked out. So you just know, okay, that's midnight, and we look for 8:30. There's 8:30. I like to have that. I like to keep it as Q zone open. I just want it to be different. Okay, it's a Q zone, like the pre-roll come and kill. So we're looking forward to highs and lows prior to this. So and the high, I'm seeing something here and here, but I just want to go to the 5 minutes to see if we have something better. Okay. On 5 minutes, I think I like what correspond what we saw on the 15. Consider this to be the highs, and consider this to be the lows. Okay, and I see this gap here, which is like a green flag for this order block. But let's confirm the order block size from 15 minutes time frame, so we know what we're working with. Okay, we have like this thing here. Okay, I usually take order blocks from bodies. They're just better off. Just the way retail traders, most retail traders or support and resistance traders do theirs from bodies too. They draw their support and resistance from bodies. So you'd say this is hindsight, but don't ever be afraid, or don't ever feel like hindsight. I learned to trade on hindsight. I do not ever like replay. I hindsight is, I think I'll make a video concerning that, because like that's a story for another day. But just don't ever feel bad if anybody bashes you that you're using hindsight, go replay. No, you don't learn how to drive on the highway. Note that. So we have the high taken out and price came into the order block. So basically what we're looking for sells. If we had the lows taken out, we look for buys to the order block. It's as simple as that. There's no too much disturbance in that. So if I don't want to waste too much time on the lower time frames, we'll have this kind of pattern play out for us, definitely, and we'll be having our short trade somewhere around here, and we'll have our stop loss at the top of the structure, and we could just have like what, a quick 1:2, and I think this was the news or something. This is the news release or something. So yeah, basically I think these two examples are enough. I think was our first example a sell or a buy. I can't remember now. What was it? I think a sell or a buy. But I think these are two enough examples to make you guys understand this. So that's basically it. You see how simple it is? It's not something that's everywhere. It's not a strategy that you find everywhere, but it's one strategy that for sure, if you take out time to backtest it, if you take out time to study it, and also apply the things I taught in this video of how to get profitable fast, you'd actually see these results in record time, right? So if you have any questions or thoughts about what I just taught, I'll be in the comment section answering every single one of them. Alright, I'll answer all of them as much as they come, as long as I see them. I'll be answering them. I drop my trade ideas every day, every trading day on my Telegram channel, so do well to check it out and don't miss. Alright, if you want to know how you can get profitable very fast, do also click on this video, and I taught exactly how you can get profitable in the fastest time possible.